Hey guys, welcome to another video of Fusion Studios. Today I have reached Hyson Tata Motors Thrissur and I am going to review the all-new Tata Nexon Facelift 2023 model. And I am going to compare it with the new Nexon EV Facelift. If you want to book the new Nexon, go to the video description and you can find all the details and contact number. The new Nexon Facelift have dimensions of 3995 mm length, 1804 mm width and 1620 mm height. It have a wheelbase of 2498 mm and a ground clearance of 205 mm. It comes in petrol, diesel and electric variants. The new Nexon has 5-speed and 6-speed manual transmission and a 7-speed automatic transmissions in AMT and DCA. Now moving on to the colors, in creative, pure, smart and fearless variants, they have Daytona Grey, Flame Red and Pristine White as common colors. The creative variant have ocean blue color and they come in dual tone with white roof. The pure variant have pure grey and fearless variant have fearless purple and fearless variants comes with black roof. Now moving on to the ex-showroom price for 1.2 liter petrol manual transmission. Smart variant starts in 8.09 lakhs, Smart Plus in 9.09, Pure in 9.69, Creative in 10.99, Creative Plus in 11.69, Fearless in 12.49 and Fearless Plus in 12.99 lakhs. And for Creative AMT variant it comes in 11.69 lakhs and DCA transmission comes in Fearless and Creative variants that starts at 12.19 lakhs. For 1.5 liter diesel manual transmission, it starts at 10.99 lakhs and have pure, creative and fearless variants. And its AMT variant starts at 12.99 lakhs with creative and fearless variants. Now moving on to electric variants in medium range, Creative Plus comes in 14.79 lakhs, Fearless in 16.19, Fearless Plus in 16.69, Fearless Plus S in 17.19, Empowered in 17.84. And for long range, Fearless comes in 18.19 lakhs, Fearless Plus in 18.69, Fearless Plus S in 19.19 and Empowered Plus in 19.94 lakhs. The new Nexon has a fortified cabin, 360-degree surround view camera with front parking sensors and reverse guiding sensors, tire pressure monitoring system, ISO fix, blind view monitor, JBL branded 8 speaker and subwoofer, 6 airbags, electronic stability program, rear defogger, connected vehicle technology, hill hold control and central lock. The LED DRLs at the front and the tail lamps at the back both have welcome and goodbye function. So when we unlock the car, the DRL shows a welcome animation and when we lock the car, the DRL shows a goodbye animation. We can see similar LED animations at the tail lamps when we lock or unlock. The normal Nexon have a piano black finish at the center with the Tata logo at the center. Also, this is the new redesigned front bumper of the 2023 Nexon Facelift. Now when we compare it with the EV, it have a sequential LED and DRLs with continuous LED strip. And these are the DRLs with LED turn indicators. Moving down, we can see the bifunctional full LED auto headlamps with fog lamps and air curtains right below that. It has a Toyota logo at the center right below the LED strip and below that we can find the front parking camera. This is the new redesigned front bumper of the Tata Nexon EV 2023 model and also we can find 2 parking sensors. It has a 16-inch diamond cut alloy wheels with aero inserts. The front wheels have disc brakes and the rear wheels have drum brakes. Right behind the hood we can find the rain sensing wipers. And moving on to the top we can find the electric sunroof that comes with voice commands. These are the black colored ORVMs with LED turn indicators. And right below that we can find the blind view monitoring camera. We can find silver colored roof railings for the new Nexon Facelift. And at the back here we can find the shark fin antenna. The new Nexon has body colored door handles with smart entry button and manual keyhole. Right below at both the front doors we can find .EV badging in blue color. At the rear left side of the car we can find the fuel lid opener and the fuel tank capacity is 44 liters. Now moving on to the rear profile of the vehicle. Right below the spoiler we can find the rear wipers. The new Nexon has X-Factor tail lamps with welcome and goodbye function. And below that at the center we can find the Tata logo and right below that we can find the rear parking camera. Now moving down at the center we can find Nexon.EV badging. Nexon in chrome color and .EV in blue color. On both ends at the bottom of the rear bumper we can find reflectors and also we can spot 2 reverse guiding sensors. The number plates have 2 illumination lights and at the center we can find the boot opening button. Now when we open the hood, the new Tata Nexon Facelift 2023 model have insulation at the top. It comes in 1.2 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged Revotron engine with 88.2 kW power at 5500 rpm and 170 Nm torque at 1750 to 4000 rpm. It also comes in 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged turbocharged revolve-torque engine with 84.5 kW power at 3750 rpm and 260 Nm torque at 1500 to 2750 rpm. The Tata Nexon EV 2023 facelift have .EV in blue colored logo at the center. For 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, it have a wet clutch with active cooling technology, auto park lock, machine learning, shift-by-wire technology, and self-healing mechanism. Now I am going to open the boot of the new Nexon EV 2023 model. At the top we can find the illumination lights of the number plate that I have mentioned before, and right below that we can find a space to hold the boot. Inside the boot on the left side we can find the JBL subwoofer, and above that we can find an illumination light. The Nexon have a big tray at the top where we can store anything we want. And when we look down here we can find the 328 liters of boot space. This is the charger that we get when we buy Tata Nexon EV models. It is used to charge the vehicle at home. Now when we open the false bottom we can find the 15-inch stepney tire. Now moving on to the interior, when we open the driver door, on the door panel at the top we can find the controls for adjusting the ORVM and also for folding that. Here we can find chrome colored door handles, manual locks, tweeters at this position, and this part is fully painted with piano black finish. We can also find a leather element at the top. And here we have all the window controls, the window lock button, a small storage space here, and at the left bottom side we can see the JBL speaker with the JBL branding, and here we have the umbrella holder and also the bottle holder, and at this position we can find a light. The new Nexon have a 3-tone dashboard with leather mid pad. It also have air purifier, grand floor console with leatherette armrest, premium Beneke calico ventilated leather seats that are very comfortable and soft to sit on. On the driver and co-driver seats, here we can find the ventilated seat button. The seats are 6-way adjustable. This lever is used to adjust the seat height, and here we have another lever that is used to adjust the seat inclination. And here we can find the lever for moving the seats front and back. Here we have the 2-spoke tilt and collapsible steering wheel with illuminated logo. At the bottom we can find a silver element, and the steering is covered in leatherette material. Now moving on to the back, at the left we have the wiper controls, on the right we have the headlamp controls, and here we have the paddle shifters. On the right side we can find the AC vents that is covered in a pattern. On the top we have the silver element, and at the bottom we have the leather finish. Here is a small storage space for keeping your car keys, and moving down here we have the lever for opening the hood, and this is the lever to adjust the steering wheel. This is the 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster with driver attention assist and navigation display. On the left side we can find the start stop button, 2 AC vents here that is enclosed in a pattern finish, a silver element at the top and leatherette finish at the bottom. And on top we have the 10.25-inch floating infotainment system by Harman with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now moving on to the left we can find the other AC vent, and right below that here we have a button that is used to open the cooled glove box, and it have a lot of storage space, and right above that we have a small storage space to keep the files. Now moving on to the top of the dashboard, on either side and at the middle we can find the AC vents. Here we have the next gen touch panel AC controls where we have a hazard switch at the center, and here we have fan speed controlling lever on the left and temperature controlling lever on the right. This is the new Tata Nexon's car key with Tata logo at the bottom and piano black finish at the borders. On top we have the lock button, at the bottom we have the unlock button, and here we have the boot opening button and the headlamp button. Now moving down we have a 12-volt socket at the left, we have a USB port and also a 45-watt C-type fast charging port. Here we have the automatic gearbox with piano black finish around it, and it have park, reverse, neuter and drive. And right below that we can find the knob to switch between city, eco and sport mode. On the left we have electronic park brake, and below that we have the auto hold button. This is the wireless charging pad, and here we have the leatherette armrest, and when we open it we can find a small storage compartment here. Now moving on to the top we can find the auto dimming IRVM with a power button and indication lights on either sides. On the driver side we can find a sunshade, but on the co-driver side we can find a sunshade with vanity mirrors. Also on top of the co-driver seat doors we can find a hand grip. Here we can find the sunroof with manual sun shield. At the top center we can find the passenger indication lights, the voice command speakers. Here we have the sunroof button. When we pull that it opens the sunroof, and when we push that it closes the sunroof. On the right side we have the emergency call button and the breakdown call button. And below that we can find the illumination lights that can be turned on or off using this button. When we open the electric sunroof, the sunroof and the sunshield will be opened at the same time. The sunshield will be hidden after opening. And when we close the sunroof, only the sunroof will be closed. And the sunshade will come up to this position, and after that we have to close it manually. The driver and co-driver seats have height adjustable seat belt. Now moving on to the rear, when we open the door we can see similar door panels like in the driver side door. The rear passenger seats are also premium leatherette seats, and at the center we can find an armrest, and when we open it we can find two cup holders. On top of the doors on either sides we have the hand grip and a hook, and we can also find another hook at this position on either side of the vehicle. The rear passengers have two AC vents at the front, and right below that we can find the 45-watt fast charging C port. I have pulled the driver side seat maximum to the back, and this is the leg space that we get. As you can see, we have a decent amount of leg space. Now when the seats are at the normal middle position, we can find a lot of leg room and 3 people can sit comfortably. Now here we have the AC controls when we turn on the vehicle. First we have the button to unlock the charger, then the headlamp button, hill hold button, then we have the hazard button, boot opening button, door lock and unlock button, 360-degree camera button. Then we have the express cooling button, circulation button, rear and max, the button to change the modes, then off, AC and auto button. These are all digital buttons and we can control it by touching. When we turn on the vehicle, the illuminated logo on the steering wheel lights up and we can see Tata Motors animation on both the instrument cluster and the infotainment system. Now moving back to the steering wheel, we have the call attending button, the Bluetooth button, the volume rockers, with the mute button, the up and down button, call ending button and also the voice command button. On the right we have the mode changing button, the cruise control button, set reset and cancel button, controlling button and finally the view button. Now moving on to the instrument cluster, here we can find the battery percentage, the current mode and the trip info on top with the current range. And also at the center top we can find the clock, the current gear position, the speedometer, the temperature, the battery levels and the total kilometer run. Here we have different modes like vehicle info, energy analytics, media, navigation, notifications, energy info, settings, trip info. When we click the view button on right side of the steering wheel, we can change from 3 different modes. And those 3 modes are the ones you can see on the screen now. Now moving on to the infotainment system, on the left top we can find the time and date. Here we have FM, the AC controller and the pair device option. On top right we can find the range, the AQI option, the current temperature, the fan speed, and when we swipe from right to left we can find other controls like air purification AQI, JBL modes, and also we can find a new option to add new widgets. On top we can find the volume icon to adjust the volume. Then we have the notification icon which includes software update, vehicle, phone and other notifications. Then we have the home or app list icon. Then the search icon where we can search media, phone and settings. And finally we have the back button to go back to the previous screen. Now when we swipe from up to down we can find the notification panel. On the left we have the date. Then we have the brightness slider, the settings option and the profile option. And below that we have the notification shortcut, the surround view, Wi-Fi, device list, media off, source, Tata Assist and JBL modes. Now when we go to the app list, we can find Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Amazon Alexa, AQI, Arcade.ev, climate control, and when we click on that, we can find the new Nexon dashboard illustrated image on the back, fan speed controls on the left and temperature controls on the right. And at the bottom we can find all other options we have gone through before. Next we have EV controls and here we have discharging mode and EV settings. Next we have image viewer that can only be used by connecting a USB. Then we have JBL modes and when we click on that, on the left we have an option to turn on the full screen. Then we have the settings option, favorite option, and in all modes we have acoustic, bass enhancer, wide stage, custom, cinematic experience, audiobook, electronic music and kids sleeping in the back. Next we have favorites and seat selection option, and inside that we have default and co-driver seat options. Now when we click this control icon on the left, it goes to audio settings where we have volume, equalizer and balance and fader. Inside volume we have media volume, phone volume, ringtone volume, system voice volume, notification volume, touch beep volume which can be enabled or disabled. Then we have speed dependent volume, startup audio and voice alert. Now inside the equalizer we have three options that are bass, middle and treble. And now inside balance and fader settings, we have balance and fader levels at the left, front, rear and reset options on the right, and we have custom options at the center. Now inside the AQI we have the purifier level settings, and next we have the media option, and inside that we can find USB audio, Bluetooth, iPod, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Next we have phone settings, and inside the phone settings we have manage devices option where we can enable or disable vehicle visibility. Then we have pair new device option, auto SMS and SMS alert notifications. And then we have the quick settings option, and inside that we can find audio, driver assistance and lights. Now we have the video player option, Tata Assist, surround view, sound demo, share my location, radio and settings option. Inside the settings we can find audio, connectivity, and inside connectivity we have the Wi-Fi options, available networks, hotspot, etc. And after that we have driver assistance, and inside that under park assist option we have park assist tone volume, park assist delay timer, front park assist and low speed activation option. Next we have blind spot monitoring option that can be enabled or disabled. Next we can find HMI doodle option, and this can be used by downloading the Connect Next app and by personalizing stickers. We can enable or disable stickers, show preview and show after screen inactivity period. And next we have phone settings, software update, system, vehicle and voice assistant. Inside the system settings, under clock option we can enable or disable show day and date in status bar, use 24-hour time format, automatic clock sync, select time zone, set date and time. Then we have the factory reset, forced restart and the about options. Now inside the vehicle settings we can find the light option, and when we click on that, under the approach light option we have 30 second, 60 second and 90 second delays, and also we have the DRL option where we can turn it on or off. Now moving on to voice assistant settings, under the settings option we can enable or disable Hey Tata, default voice assistant, live caption and language selection, and inside the language update we can update it via USB. Now moving on to the surround view, here you can find the front camera turned on, and when we click on this button it will show a full screen option. Now moving back on the previous screen, on the right side we have different view options. When we select the left camera it shows the left view, the top camera shows the front view, the right camera shows the right view and the bottom camera shows the reverse view. Now when we click the square icon at the center we get a top view. Now on the right side when we click on this option it opens the camera with a corner view at the front, and when we click on the next option it opens the camera with the corner view at the back. These are all the 2D options that are available. Now moving on to the 3D option, we can find a perfectly rendered 3D Tata Nexon facelift model. We can use our fingers to drag and change the views according to our needs. It also gives a 3D wide view all around it. It is very smooth and fast to use, and this helps to park the vehicle faster and effectively. On the right side now we can find 4 different camera options available. These are located at all 4 corners and it shows the corner view of the vehicle in 3D. Next we have the settings option, and inside the content settings we have parking guide in 360 view, parking guide in rear view, parking guide in front view and adjustable warning volume level. Next, inside the front view default mode and the rear view default mode we can find normal view and top view options. Now moving back to the instrument cluster, on the top we can find this icon, and the red dots here are used to represent which all seats are occupied in the vehicle. Both the front seats and the rear seats have sensors inside them. For example, when the co-driver seat passenger moves out of the seat, the red part will be turned back to white, and when they return and sit on the same co-driver seat, it will light back up again. So thank you for watching the video guys. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you have any doubts, comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get the latest updates.